I've been playing a lot of Pokemon X recently. I think it's an underrated game. It finally made the transition to 3D, and it was amazing. The models and sprites are very high quality, the story is deeper than most Pokemon games, and the animations are somewhat realistic. I take that last part back, the animations aren't actually that good. We have some of the best starters since Generation 1. All of the new Pokemon are very creative and hardly any of them feel like repeats, and Mega Evolutions are spectacular. Well, Chespin kinda sucks, Klefki is just a key, and Mega Ampharos is just Ampharos with a little bit of white hair. One of its weaknesses though, is that Pokemon X is a really short Pokemon game, but I'm gonna use that to my advantage and do a challenge run. Today we'll be answering the question, how many turns does it take to beat Pokemon X? But before we can start counting the turns, we should probably be asking ourselves, what counts as a turn? A turn is defined by using a move, using an item, or switching a Pokemon. Essentially doing anything during battle that isn't running away is considered as a turn. We also run into a few problems before we can start. We run into the fact that IVs, critical hits, and random attack multipliers exist. The issue is that all three are random, making anything that I say inaccurate because what if you crit everything? What if you have max IVs? What if that random attack multiplier is always 1? Since I can't control any of the IVs or anything, I'm going with random IVs. I'm just gonna have to deal with the attack multiplier, but I can do something about critical hits. I'll save before each battle and reset if there's a critical hit, thus reducing the amount of random in this challenge. Glitches and hacks aren't allowed, but other than that, anything goes. So, let's begin. Of course, we start with picking our name, and then we
Wake up, get up there.
through Route 1 to Accord Town. Accord Town? Aquacording Town. Now it's time to pick a starter. Don't forget that we're going to be getting a Kanto starter later in the run. We just need to pick the one best suited until we get more Pokemon available. And that Pokemon is... I really regret my life decisions. Yeah, it's Chespin. I know he's weak to the first gym leader, but he's the best for the first gym leader, and you'll see why later with my secret weapon. We start with battling Shauna and her Froakie. All we have to do is Vine Whip it twice to get the KO, with Chespin leveling up to level 6. We then go home to
Raise your voice, I guess, like yours.
and then to Route 2. We're forced to run into a Pidgey at the beginning, but they can't stop us from running, so goodbye. Our next battle is right before Sandalwood Forest with youngster Austin. He has a level 5 Zigzagoon, but it only takes 3 hits to knock out. Then we make our way into Sandalwood Forest, making our way around the strapping young man to our left, and fight with Last Anna with a level 5 Pikachu. Again, it's a 3-hit knockout with Chespin, and he'll level up to level 8 and learn Rollout. We then leave Sandalwood Forest, and we skip all of the Route 3 trainers. After heading up to the Pokemon Center in Sandalwood City, we can go to the front of the gym and meet Rinka. Rinka will give us the roller skates if we beat her level 7 Zigzagoon. Luckily, it's pretty simple and we two-shot it. When we get into the gym, we steer clear of all of the trainers except for Last Charlotte on the web. Because of course that's her name. It's time to use our secret weapon. We all know that bugs hate rocks, right? No? Bugs live on rocks? Whatever. This is Pokemon we're talking about. A bug's archenemy is obviously rocks. So, we use Rollout. Rollout is kind of a weird move. If you use it, you can't stop until either you miss or it's gone 5 times consecutively. and each consecutive time it's used, it doubles in power. So when we use it on Kakuna, it may not look like much on it the first turn, but turn 2 definitely makes up for that and KOs it. Then on the third turn she pulls out a level 9 Combi, which gets 1 tap by rollout. See, I told you Chespin was the best. Anyways, now he's level 10 and we're ready to battle Viola. Make sure to use some heals first though. So Viola is hard with any starter other than Chespin. Surskit gives Fennekin and Froakie a hard time, and Vivillon doubles down on Froakie's suffering. Chespin 2-shots Surskit with a rollout, and on the third turn, the power is already quadrupled, and mixed with the fact that Vivillon is 4x weak to rock, we one-shot it. This was kind of anticlimactic. We got our first gym badge. So that's episode 1. We made it past the first gym and only used up a total of 16 turns. This is more of a pilot episode than anything, and if it gains any traction, then I'll definitely finish routing this game. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you like what I do, please let me know by hitting the like or the subscribe button. See ya!